Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over, is Niantic and or Pokemon Go in trouble currently because of the decisions they have been making and the backlash they have been receiving. And also we're just going to be taking a look at some battles here. I may do some commentary, but it's just going to be on the side for you to enjoy while I'm talking about the current state of Pokemon Go and my thoughts and how I feel it's going to look going forward from now on with the decisions that we've been seeing them make, as well as completely ignoring the community as far as the concerns and kind of not really, I wouldn't say mocking us, but just steamrolling over anything we have to say, as well as turning off comments. That is a clear sign that they are fed up and they don't give a damn, and there is no reverting things that they've been doing. Okay, so with that said, if you do enjoy these types of videos, please give it a thumbs up. I'm going to try to not go on too many tangents or rants and just kind of discuss facts and my thoughts here, but you never know what you're gonna get, right? All right, with that said, I'm going to start this video right now. Starting this one off a little late, I forgot to start recording here. We're just going to be taking a look at some various different battles, and initially this was going to be, well, Go Battle League is almost pointless. It's a coin flip, you know, that whole spiel that I like to do. So just go ahead and take a look at some of these. We're going to be switching it up here. We got Ursa Luna and a few others, so enjoy that. All right. So let's talk about Pokemon Go currently. So let's get the obvious out of the way here. So the avatars, right? We're not happy with that. It looks like they're gonna keep it, and that's just the way it's gonna be. They have said literally nothing as far as the backlash is concerned. They did actually make one little statement. It wasn't actually publicly, it was to, I do believe, some sort of a journalist or blog or something like that, where they stated, in so many words, we hear you, thanks for the feedback, and that's pretty much it, right? There was nothing saying that they're going to be reverting it back. All right, but I'm not going to get stuck on this. I'm just trying to bring up points here because although it seems like everybody's screaming loud about this, in certain metropolitan areas in the world or just particular places, nobody cares. Some people just don't care, okay? So let's take, for instance, here. You have all these people screaming about this avatar update. They don't like it. They want it to be reverted. And they say they're not going to be buying tickets anymore and they're going to boycott them, which could very well be true for a lot of people that are not going to be purchasing anything anymore. And I don't blame you. After all those clothes that you bought for your avatars and they don't even look the same anymore, that's kind of false advertising, and it kind of pissed me off too. It currently, I mean, I'm not too upset about it. I'm just watching it all, and I do believe they're making bad decisions though. So you have people who are boycotting them, saying they're not going to spend anymore. Is that going to actually hurt them? Is there actually enough of us saying and doing this? Because there's big difference between saying it and doing it, okay? I'm not too sure. Not too sure yet. We're going to have to wait a little longer to see what the earnings are going to be, as well as the downloads, okay? But when it comes down to these big metropolitan areas here, let's get into the real truth of the fact of the matter, okay? They're jumping into lobbies for raids and they're filling up immediately, okay? Places like Japan, Thailand, Singapore, they don't, I don't know why I said Thailand, I meant to say Singapore. But these places, these big places like this, they don't care. They just jump in and they're still playing. Yeah, they mock, you know, the avatar update, you know, poke fun of it with some memes and whatnot. But at the end of the day, most of these people are moving on with their lives and continuing to spend big on this game. We're talking like half their paychecks, okay? I'm not even joking. Like, that's the investment a lot of these people are making. This is their hobby. This is what they do for fun. I mean, technically it's healthy. You're getting out, you're moving, right? Instead of just sitting on your butt collecting games and playing online all day or all night or whatever the case may be. You're out there in the city, you're moving it around, all right? So there is that aspect. It's pretty healthy for you. As far as meeting people and all that good stuff. But when it comes down to them losing money, here's the little secret, okay, that people don't really talk about. You can pick 1 million supporters that barely support you. They're just kind of maybe helping you out a bit, or you have 1,000 solid supporters that really, really help you out, okay? What do you want to go with? I'm sure the million sounds really great, but take those millions, say 700,000 of those people, no, even more, 999,000 of those people barely even spend any money, okay? And then just a very small few do out of the million. But if you have 1,000 people that are spending tons of money all the time, That's all you really need, okay? And that is the situation that we are currently dealing with. Now, I'm just giving you these numbers for simplicity, okay? Maybe a million's a little bit overshooting it, so say 500,000 compared to 1,000 of hardcore supporters that throw a lot of money at this game. So what you're ending up with is Niantic continuing to get their pockets lined by these dedicated players in all these city places, and the dollar signs just keep cha-chinging, cha-chinging, cha-chinging. When you're on social media and when you talk about a certain thing, like say on Twitter or X, you're going to probably see a lot of posts that are going to be revolving around that particular topic, therefore making it seem like the world is talking about it, right? But in reality, it's a very small group of people. Now, the backlash for the avatars was massive. The backlash for the remote raids was massive, but they moved on, right? People still talk about it, but at the end of the day, the dollars are still rolling in. If it was such a massive issue, such a horrible thing for everybody that hated it so much, and if they really stuck by their guns for what we really seen people saying they're gonna do, Niantic would have been hurting big time as far as their pockets are concerned. But it didn't happen because people continued to play. People continued to spend money on this game, and that's just the way it's gonna be. It's just too hard to get everybody to agree on everything and to just follow this whole boycott deal. It's just unrealistic. Now, yes, boycotts could work in certain cases. I'm not gonna go over any. You already probably know. You've seen a few throughout the years. But as far as this is concerned, yeah, nothing's gonna change here. So another issue that you're encountering is, well, for one, they like to promote specific things in this game, like Go Battle League, and it is just absolutely in shambles. And they have no regard to let us know, hey, guys, gals, yeah, it's a little buggy, we're working on it, okay? So unfortunately, again, maybe you should stay out of it. Our team is on it, and we're really trying to make things work here. Better yet, I know this probably isn't a good idea. They've done it once, but shut it down, fix it up. It's under construction. When you try to tap on it, maybe you'll have some sort of a new little picture animation kind of saying, we're under construction, and that'll give people the idea, oh crap, they're actually trying to make something better for us here. So excellent. I don't mind if it's shut down. I'll do something else, or I'll wait, since there's that little thing, instead of some sort of just error, okay? Or they can have a little pop-up on the screen when you open up the game or something like that. So that's where we're at. They are sitting with, again, just a hypothetical number, 1,000 loyal people. It's more than that, obviously. It's way more than that, duh. Hundreds of thousands, okay? And they are just constantly spending money. Doesn't matter what kind of boycott or outrage is going on social media. These other people who are dedicated to play these metropolitan areas, who get these raid lobbies filled up immediately, are on the grind and playing this game constantly. Let's think about it. If you lived in a big city and you boycott it, and you can look at a lobby and hop in and, you know, collect all the XL candies for legendaries as easy as you possibly can, but this avatar update was so bad for you that you're actually sticking to your guns and looking at all the raid lobbies being filled up while all these people are getting their XL candies, and you like to do Master League, and you like to have those strong Pokemon for raids, and you got 100 as a specific legendary, and you need to just top it off, but you're sitting there like, avatars have changed, I don't want to play anymore, and these lobbies are getting filled. Yeah, right, you're gonna hop into the lobby. Let's not lie here, okay? You are. It's going to be a lot easier for you to not do that if you do not have that current situation. If you live rurally, or maybe on the outskirts of a city, or maybe don't live in a big major metropolitan area, you live in a city and the lobbies kind of fill up here and there, but you're just kind of like, yeah, you know, maybe it's time for me to slow down for a little bit. So I'm not trying to say that the people are not slowing down spending. Definitely people are doing that, but the people that are in these bigger cities are making up for that infinitely, okay? Now, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite here. You never heard me say boycott them. I said you could do it. I never said I'm going to, because I just simply cannot, okay? That just doesn't work like that. This is a business I'm running over here, and I need to continue to go. Yes, I don't like the changes that have been made, but at the end of the day, you know, I gotta get that bread, all right? And that's just the way it goes. So I'm also kind of more so bringing you the news in a journalistic type of way. Yes, I have hit hard at them. Yes, I've called them out, but that's just what we do over here. One of the few channels that do that, although there are other people. I don't want to make it seem like I'm the only one. but that's where we're at. So don't hold your breath for any sort of avatar revert. Okay, that's not. At best, you'll probably see maybe them fix the hips and maybe fix some faces, but that's pretty much it. That's all we really want. Technically, we want an avatar update. We just didn't want it in the way they rolled it out. So we're here at this point, and things are just getting even more expensive. Just the economy in general, people are probably slowing down spending on the game because of that too. And just the grind in general to get the XL candies is ridiculous. It is getting pretty hard. And as time goes on, in particular places that are not completely crowded with a lobby that gets filled up in a second, it's becoming more difficult to actually obtain enough candies to just max out these things to be competitive. At the end of the day, it is more so for Master League, right? And stronger Pokemon for rating. So when it comes down to that aspect, you still do have the Ultra League as well as the Great League, but even in the Ultra League, there's particular Pokemon that you need XL candies for, but a lot of those are obtainable through catching them in the wild, so you don't have to necessarily spend money there. And then when it comes down to their events, they keep pushing these events over and over again, so you just simply don't look away. Fear of missing out is also a thing too. Although it seems like a lot of people are starting to just say, I don't even give a damn about fear of missing out anymore, and I'm just gonna opt to say I'm good. And maybe I'll play like a couple hours of this event. Total is like a week long, where you would have played like several days. Those kind of things are happening. But if they continue to just get the support that they're getting through these major cities where these lobbies just fill up and these people spend money on this game constantly, half their check maybe or something, it's just, there's never going to be any sort of repercussion for them to kind of backpedal something that they should have probably not done, or at least listened to the majority of the community that is speaking up against this. But I do feel like a lot of people in these other countries just, they don't care enough for it to be a big enough deal, so the money keeps flowing and they just are able to do what they want. This is why they're probably not responding anymore. That, as well as not trying to defend Niantic or anything here, but when you apologize to some people, this is some situation, some people case, okay? But when you apologize and you kind of own up to something you did wrong or something, right? And you apologize, I'm so sorry. And then after you do that to that person, that they kind of throw it in your face. Well, yeah, you shouldn't. It's like, well, they took your kindness for weakness, right? So I feel like whenever Niantic makes an apology, they get backlash too. They also get praise. They do. But they should honestly not even worry about that. The backlash under their apologies or maybe some sort of an error or a concern that we have, they should just simply say, okay, look, we hear you. Doesn't matter what the comments are gonna say. They should just go with that. But I don't know what's going on over there. It's really unfortunate too, because, they were on a roll there for a little while actually replying to us. But people are getting burnt out. I can see it. It is happening. And that's just where we're at for Pokemon Go. Personally, am I getting burnt out? I'm gonna tell you this. No, not really. There's times where I just slow it down as far as the grinding is concerned, right? And I feel like for the past several months, my grind has definitely slowed down pretty much. There's times where I don't even complete the full community day if the rewards aren't good enough or the Pokemon isn't good enough, much like a lot of you too. I'll play like an hour and a half, come home and start editing. I don't even do the full time because it's just like, okay, I have enough candies. This thing's been out for a while. I've already got like 350, 500 XL candies. I think I'll go home. I got a 98, got plenty of shinies. I'm good, right? But what I was gonna say is, when I first started playing this game at Diamond Center Mall, well, I played all over the city, but my main little grind spot was going to be Diamond Center Mall here in Anchorage. There's 3 stops right next to each other. Those were the only stops that we had pretty much for the mall when this game first came out. There was like 2 more across the street and then a gym way down the way. Now this mall is loaded. It's probably got like 10 Pokestops now, or 9 or 12, plus 2 gyms. And recently, I would always go around the mall to grind, always grinded. And there's 2 new Pokestops right now. There's more, but I've already spun them, but there's 2 newer ones with rings that I haven't even spun. Back in the day, I would have rushed to those stops to spin. I'm like, I can't believe there's 2 new stops here. Now I drive past and I just look at them like, oh, that's cool. Cool. Now I can go to the mall and really grind it up whenever I want to, but I still haven't. Is my desire going away to grind? No. I've been thinking about it. It's in the back of my mind. I really want to. I've also been kind of busy too and taking time to do other things, even though they're still getting up a lot of videos. But when I'm done, I just, I focus on things, people and all that stuff, right? So my grind has slowed down, but not particularly for what is going on. It's just the timing. It's just a coincidence for me. But I'm going to get back on it for sure. Summer is here. That is another reason to get out there and have fun. And it's been absolutely amazing outside. So it should be a good one here. But there you go, folks. When it comes down to it, unfortunately, voicing yourself on social media, I guess, could be the best thing for you to do. But their bottom line is they have those loyal, dedicated players that are just going to always, give them money. I'm one of them. So sorry. Okay. And that's what it is. And another thing is people are just so massively invested. You have people who have been here since the start. I mean, even if you've been here, been playing for a couple of years, that's a lot of investment if you've been spending money and time and time and time and time. And then you meet these new people, these communities. I mean, maybe even meet your girlfriend or wife or boyfriend or whatever the case may be. And, a lot of great people in your community. And despite all these horrible changes Niantic is doing, at the end of the day, at least you can get together with them, play some Pokemon Go, spend a little bit of money, have some fun, chat it up, get excited about hundreds or shinies, and then after that, go out to eat. I mean, this is the magic of Pokemon Go at the end of the day. That's what it really is. Bringing people together, exploring, having fun, and making experiences with each other, memories. So I'm trying to keep this at a balanced thing here. I could go and rip Niantic a new one, but I always do that. So it's always good. I always say this, but to have a check and balance once in a while and kind of just be level-headed, because as much as I know you guys like to see me rant and, watch me get all crazy over here and my hair starts shaking like a madman, sometimes I have to keep it level-headed too, right? So that's where we're at. I mean, hopefully in the future they start listening more, but I feel like they will get a lot more respect from us and everything will cool down as far as us commenting under every single post that they're making about things that people don't like. Fix this, fix that, okay? But if they started responding with their support team page and addressing the things that we're concerned about, I feel like that would cool down. But they're fine. They're not going anywhere. That's why they're not responding or changing anything. So it's their vision, and I'm sure they have. I can't, say what they're saying, but it's probably something to the effect of they look at it like, well, they're just gonna have to deal with it. Probably something like that. That's it. We're moving forward with what we want to do. They don't know what they want, stuff like that. I don't know. I can't put words in their mouth, but I'm just guessing. But there you have it, folks. This video is all but almost over here. Hope you did enjoy these battles. Again, it was going to be one of these videos where I was going to tell you, look, it's just, don't worry about it. You can't win it all, because you could play the best that you could play and Go Battle League. But if you don't have something to combat whatever's in the back and they're just going to be able to stomp you because it's super effective, then so be it. You're not going to be able to win. There's just nothing you can do. Ursaluna I think is going to be taking the spotlight here towards the end, because this beast is a beast. Absolutely worth your investment. Love this Pokemon. Really cool. And we do have another Ursaluna style thing. Looks like if Solid Snake was a bear, it would be like that. Okay, I don't know anything about it. We'll talk about it in the future. Anyway, there you have it, folks. Just wanted to let you know my thoughts on the situation here, but more of a chill kind of a thing. And yeah, hopefully we can see some pretty good stuff here. I'm pretty excited for GoFest and this fusion. I have a lot of promise. I mean, we already know what it is. The adventure effects price have went down for the Moongeist Beam and Sunsteel Strike for the incense. So somebody said it in one of my videos that don't get your hopes up yet again for another thing to be exciting, because they did lower the cost, so it just could be absolute garbage. But hey, there you go, folks. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and get ready for Bond Sweets Community Day. I guess a high jump kick for its full evolution. I mean, yeah, that's interesting. coverage for rock types, although it's grass, so you don't really need that. Coverage for steel more so, right? I think is what it is. Yeah. We'll just have to see how that does work out here. I'm gonna let this video play out. You got about another minute left here, and yeah, this Mewtwo as well. It's just a nasty beast. Also, the team that I was using with Zygarde complete, Shadow Lugia completely maxed out, and then a Shadow Mewtwo. That was a nasty ass team. But then go figure, did you see how I encountered a Mewtwo with Shadow Ball when I was going up against it with Mewtwo? But then when I had Ursaluna going up against a Mewtwo at the next game, literally the next game, it had Focus Blast. It's like they always had the perfect moves to combat you, always. Well, at least when I play this game, all right? I'm on hard mode. All these other people on easy mode, and I go and watch it for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, good easy lead, good swap, good easy lead, good swap. I'm like, oh my gosh, no wonder you get to Legends, for crying out loud. These freaking people, I swear. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, again, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.